I would like to start off by first thanking my subby, Miss Jatilia Watkins, for sending me this story, because this is an interesting story about this lady, Tracy Elliott. I don't know who this bitch thinks she is. Yeah, I did call her a bitch. I'm starting to realize some women put their own self in a position to be called a bitch, and this is one of them. And this racist ass, trailer trash looking ass, meth head looking ass bitch needs to be called a bitch. She racist. And I'm about to get off in her ass, and y'all motherfuckers can go get her and bring her here. Put her ass in hot seat. I want her to know that I'm calling her all these names. If it's even a her, it might be a he, but we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that by the end of this video. We about to get to that. Now, assuming from seeing a lot of her tweets about South Africa, I'm gonna go off on the limb and say she might be from South Africa, because she has a lot of concern about South Africa to not be from there. I don't know. Now, are some of her tweets hitting on the money and telling the truth? Yeah, I can agree with some of her tweets. Some of her tweets are actually telling the truth. But then some of her tweets comes off as very shady. Now, this tweet right here, this tweet got some truth to it. But guess what? There are other black people who have said the same things. And they got dragged for saying the same things that she's saying. Michi X says this all the time in her videos, and black Christians be the first people to drag her for saying this shit. Now, how many of y'all black Christians are dragging this Tracy Ellis chick for saying the same shit? Because I don't see too many of y'all dragging her. I'm only seeing a few people drag her. But for the most part, a lot of you are going along with her. Let her have been black, then you would be against her. Although what she's saying about this is true. It's both true, but it's shady at the same time. Now let's read this tweet. She said, Jesus Christ is not black. Do you think if he was black and his name was whatever this African name was, we as white people were going to pray him or put his picture in our homes? Chinese pray Buddha, Arab pray Muhammad, whites have Jesus, blacks tell us, where is your own Messiah? Painfully, she is telling the truth. We are the only people out of every other race who takes our own, who is sharing the same savior with our oppressor. Every other race have their own savior, and have different names. We are the only ones who are doing this. So painfully, she is telling the truth. But hold on a minute. Let's talk about something else. She's pretending like this Jesus Christ story is so original when it's not original. This Jesus Christ story was out long before Christianity was created. Christianity took a lot of their ideals from other religions, include from African to India. They took a lot of their shit from other religions. You don't believe me? This religion right here is the oldest religion. It dates back much further than Christianity. If you look up a lot of their content and a lot of their beliefs, it match the beliefs of Christianity, and as well as other religions. Christianity took a lot of their stuff from other religions, so they are not original either. Now, is this to say that Jesus Christ isn't real? No. My theory is this: Jesus Christ has many names. Everybody knew him as everybody else knew him as a different name, but he's still real. And let's not pretend like our African ancestors didn't have a savior before being taken and brought over here, and their religion and their beliefs taken from them. Let's forget all about the fact that Christianity was forced on our people. So our beliefs were beaten out of us and their beliefs were beaten into us. But I guess she done smoked so much meth until it has fried one half of her brain and she has forgotten about all of that. Or maybe she meant not to bring it up because she have other agendas. In this tweet right here, she's talking to black people, but she really should be talking to her own people. That's who she should be talking to. They are the ones who poisoned our ancestors against their own religion and told them that their religion was bad. They are the ones who did that. Which is the reason why we are all so effed up right now. You have black Christians right now who will go against other black people who aren't Christians. And it's sad. But it is what it is. But her ancestors are the reason why blacks are screwed up right now and allow our religion to run us. Some of us would throw our black brothers and sisters under the bus for a white Jesus. Tell me I'm lying. But who trained them to be that way? They didn't train themselves, is what I'm saying. Now, just like I said, some of her tweets are on point. But some of her tweets are true, or telling the truth, but shady. Now, I know some of y'all might ask, how can you tell the truth but be shady at the same time? You can tell the truth and still be shady at the same damn time. 50 Cent do that shit all the time now, don't he? The devil can tell the truth and still be shady. It can happen. So y'all can sit up here and act like y'all slow all you want to. But you can tell the truth and still be shady. Another thing I notice about a lot of her tweets is it don't seem like a white woman is typing all of this shit. It don't seem like it. It seems like somebody black behind the computer that's typing it. It just seems like that to me. If it's not, then she just a racist ass bitch. Oh, but wait a minute, Jay. Why she gotta be a racist ass bitch? Because I said she's a racist ass bitch. A racist ass white bitch. If she was a bitch, a white woman, let me take that back. A white woman who actually cared about black people, instead of checking black people, she would be checking her own people. Every time they do some racist ass fuck shit, she would be checking them, not us. That's what makes her a racist ass bitch. Don't check us, check your people. There was a tweet that's apparently been taken down that she said about Black Lives Matter movement and said if Black Lives Matter to black women, they would wear their own natural hair. Apparently I looked for it and it's been taken down. But anyway, I was able to find another one where she doubled down on what she was saying. Bitter Becky tweet, you can go on and say as Tracy Zille is a racist, but the fact remains you are weighing white people's body parts, weave on your head. You are a scam. Guys spend money on Evelyn and wake up with Steven. Love your natural African hair. So when I saw this, I gave her a taste of her own medicine. Here's what I said. I said, true, but a lot of you white women are also scammers. You tan your skin, enhance your breasts and ass, trying to look like a black woman to just get black men. And the worst part about it is you're not conditioned to do so. Ha ha ha. Not to mention the lip fillers a lot of them get, trying to make their lips look fuller. Like, bitch, if you gonna tell the truth, tell the whole truth. Don't just tell half of the truth. Yeah, a lot of us do wear false shit, but black women are not the only people who wear false stuff, who wear false shit. Y'all wear false shit too, and y'all be trying to impersonate black women to get black men. Come on now. Stop smoking the pipe. Maybe you'll be alright, and you'll be able to look and see that a lot of you white women are not innocent either. Y'all copy too. And not to mention your forefathers have stolen more than that. And these are facts, not fiction. And I'm sorry if I offend some of my white audience, but the truth of the matter is, if she can say what the hell she want to say checking black folks, I can say what the hell I want to say in return to her saying what she said. Don't check me. Check your bitter ass Becky, because she started this. But I'm going to end. What I need y'all to do is go get her and tell her to come take her medicine, because it's past time for her to take her medicine. Now this one I mistyped a little bit, but I'm finna read it as I meant to say it. What I meant to say was, as far as you talking about love our natural hair, we already tried to do that. You remember in the 70s when we were wearing afros and were getting turned away from jobs because they wanted us to look more Europeanic like you? And this is true because I've talked to several older people who were discriminated against and weren't able to find jobs because of their hair and how their hair looked. And the businesses wanted them to wear their hair a certain way in order to get hired for a job. So I'm not lying about this. The unemployment rate for black people was always higher, twice as high as whites, in the 70s and further on back. And bitch, stop pretending like white women don't wear false hair too. They be wearing wigs too. The difference is nobody suspects that they're wearing wigs. But they wear wigs too. Some of them have even worn some of our hair as a wig. And why you gonna sit up here and pretend like white people's hair is the only hair that black women wear, when black women wear all types of hair? We wear synthetic hair, we wear Brazilian hair, we wear Malaysian hair, we wear Indian hair. It's not just white women hair. You airing yourself up just a little bit too fucking high, bitch. But I'm gonna put a pin in your hot air balloon and bring it back down, bitch. Now, she made this post before she made the other post. But what I'm seeing is she's really saying one thing, then come back and saying another one. Because on this one, this is what she said. I am just sick and tired of black women who don't love their body parts, natural hair. Did you know that a law was passed in 1786 to force black women to cover their hair because they were more beautiful and stylish than white women's hair? And then she said down here how all a picture, she showed a picture of the black woman back then and said how all African women should look like. Their traditions say that, not me. Seems to me like you're jealous of black women. You have so much negative shit to say about us, about how we should wear our hair and shit. First of all, if we wore our hair like this to work, we wouldn't have a job because they wouldn't want us to wear our hair like that to work. And if a law was passed for black women to cover their hair, don't you think we are still conditioned into covering our hair, not with hats or rags, but with weaves and wigs? Conditioning does run deep, and history does have the tendency to repeat itself. This was the next thing I tweeted to her. I said, if you really cared so much about black people, and I instead of use, I said us, but I meant to say use. But anyway, if you really care so much about black people, use your white privileges to dismantle or help dismantle this screwed up system your racist forefathers set up. They are the ones who condition black people into believing that white is right and black is less than. Yeah, bitch, I said it, and I mean everything I said. Now, she never got back to me. She never tweeted me back, and she don't have to. That's her prerogative. But it's also my prerogative to speak my mind and tell people how I feel. And I said what I said. But then I came back and I said, but wait a minute, that would be getting in the way of your own white privileges. Because you like the fact that your forefathers put you up on a pedestal over black women as being the poster woman of beauty through media and everything else they've used to condition us with. You damn right, I said it. As for the black dudes who are licking her ass and going along with what she's saying, y'all are some dumb motherfuckers. And I said that too. Because what you don't realize is when she's low rating your women, she's low rating all of us. This includes your mom, your auntie, your cousins, your sisters. She's low rating all of us. And y'all are sitting up there going, so, well, not all of you, but a lot of you are sitting up there going along with everything she said. If this was a black woman saying all of this negative stuff about black people in general, y'all would have y'all asses in her comment section low rating her. Y'all don't even like Candace Owens because she talks similar to her. But give this Tracy Elliott a pass. Probably because she's white. So I don't want to hear that. Probably because she's a white woman. I don't want to hear this shit no more about self-hatred. Yeah, black women have self-hatred. But y'all are also dealing with self-hatred. And it's a hell of a lot more than what we are dealing with. But moving on. I came across a tweet by Sabrina Chillone that suggests that Tracy Ellis is really a man. A African man at that. Named Abel Mushy. Remember, I said earlier that she could be a he. This is what I meant. This could very well be a black man hiding behind a white woman to get his point across because he thinks or he feels like coming from a white woman, everybody will listen to the message. And it's true. Black people will listen to white people quicker than they will their own people. And it's sad. But that also has something to do with conditioning. Being conditioned into believing that whatever a white person do or say is right and whatever a black person do and say is wrong. Is there any proof that this is a black man behind this woman doing that? No, but it seems rather suspect. It does seem like it is a black man. And the man turns out to be African too. So that's another red flag. And then when you look at this African man's page, he don't have none but probably like 3 or 4 followers. And he been on here since 2015. When you look on Tracy Ellis' page, she don't hardly have no information on her page, but she's getting a lot of attention, a lot of publicity for saying all this shady shit. But anyway, she said, I was sent on earth to put blacks in their place. Some of you won't like me now, but later they will thank me for showing them the way. Y'all look so lost. Bitch, you ain't no fucking savior. On this picture, you look like you lost. If I had a choice between following you or a snake, I think I would have a better chance with the snake. I enjoyed seeing my subby snap on her ass though. Jatilia was like, our place? Bitch, you the one who's out of place. Word around the campfire is you really a black man hiding behind this trailer trash, alcoholic, junkie looking white woman. If this is true, then that makes you a cowardly man who likes to hide behind women while throwing rocks and hiding your hand. And this is true. Shouts out to Jatilia Watkins. That was good. I liked it. Any man who have to hide behind a woman and let a woman talk for him is not a man. He's not. And it is what it is. And I don't care what color you are. You can be black, white, blue, or purple. As for Tracy Ellis, if you are real, come on over here and get some of this bitter medicine I have for you. Because you look like you need it. Holla.